This video is on section 5.3, which is multiplying polynomials. So first of all, we're going to go back to a concept from 5.1, which is the product rule for exponents. And that is if I have a number raised to a power and I multiply it by the same number raised to another power, the answer is going to be that number raised to the sum, not the product of the exponents. So we're going to use that when multiplying polynomials. So as an example, if we had x squared times x to the 5, that's going to be x raised to the 7th power, because 7 is 2 plus 5. So now, if we add coefficients for what you're going to do is multiply the two coefficients, so 4 times 2 is 8, and then use the product rule for exponents on the variables. So that's going to be x to the 2 plus 3, so 5. If I had 3x times 2x, I would multiply 3 times 2. And then remember that x is the same as x to the 1 power, so these are like 1s. So that is going to be x squared. You could also think of it as anything times itself is squared, so x times x has to be x squared. And it doesn't matter if I have fractions or decimals as coefficients, I'd still do it the same way. So negative 4 times 1/2 is going to be negative 2. And then this will be x to the 8. Just like when you were working with linear equations, you can use the distributive property. For example, if I had 2x times 4x plus 7, I'm going to multiply 2x by both of these terms in here. So I will have 2x times 4x squared, and I'm going to have 2x times 7. So this is going to be 2 times 4 is 8, and x times x squared is x to the 3, because that's like a 1. So x to the 1 times x to the 2 is going to be x to the 3rd. And then here, we'll just multiply the 2 times 7, so that's going to be 14x. So again, I'm going to multiply the outside term, the negative 1/2 x squared, by all 3 of the terms inside of the parentheses. Go ahead and put these in parentheses too. So I'm just writing out all of the products that you are going to find. So this one, negative 1/2 times 6 is 3. 2 plus 2 is 4, so that's going to be negative 3x to the 4th. Negative 1/2 times 4 is negative 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, so that's going to be x cubed. And then this one's just times negative 1, so that's going to be a positive x squared. And as a final example, I'm going to introduce something that you will learn more about in the next section, which is using the distributive property when you are distributing more than one term. So here, I have a binomial times another binomial, and I'm going to think about it pretty much the same way. First, I'm going to distribute the 4x. So I'll do 4x times x. That's this one. And then I'm going to do 4x times negative 3. So I've multiplied the 4x by both of these terms. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the 2. So I'm going to multiply the 2 times x. Then I'll multiply 2 times negative 3. So I'm going to get 4x squared. Negative 3 times 4 is 12, so 12x, negative 12x plus 2x, and that's going to be negative 6. So fully simplified, it's going to be 4x squared minus 10x minus 6. Final example I'm going to do is if you had something like x minus 2y squared, and you wanted to distribute that. First, you could remember that x minus 2y squared is x minus 2y times x minus 2y. So then, go ahead and erase this one up here. I'm going to multiply the x times both of the terms in the second binomial. So that's going to be x times x plus x times negative 2y. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the negative 2y. Oh, forgot to multiply it by x. So this will be x squared. And this one, I can't really change the powers because x and y are different variables. So that's just going to be negative 2x times y. The same thing with this one. I can't simplify it at all, so it's just negative 2xy. And then this one, since negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4, I'm going to get positive 4 y squared. And the final step would be to combine the like terms. That's going to be x squared minus 4xy plus 4y squared. And you will learn more about distributing binomials in section 5.4.